Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of our evil campaign of Wrath of the Righteous, where we left last time. We'd escaped from the underworld, we faced off against Minago, and now it's time to continue our adventure. We're going to be doing a lot of talking in this video, that's pretty much what it's going to be, almost entirely. Hey wait, mind if I bend your ear about something? Nevi is outside your door, leaning casually against a shelf. Here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission, I get that. I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. They come at us while you're gone. I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? What? No. Your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy like waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need you to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try and make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? Everything seems clear so far. What else do you want to discuss? So that damn rift... the rift that Dambita left with its scythe? Yeah, well, it cut the city in two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them actually tried it to make sure, but if you got a mind to go across, I think you're going to have to, eventually. You may want to give the square a once-over. When do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. Might not be here, they could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they lost the upper hand, and that we're going to push back hard, so if things kick off here, you should know after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any business that needs taken care of, you better do it soon. Thanks. See you later. We are going to be doing a little more evil conversation. This may take a little less time than our good version of this did. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows make it clear that all inside is dead. Now it's you. Good work back there in the great garrison named Staunton Vane. You heard rumors about me. His face, which looks like it has never known anything as carefree as a smile, grimaces. Just so you know. Everything people say about me is true. Sorry for attacking you in the Grey Garrison. Don't worry about it. Anything can happen in battle, especially when you're dealing with demons. Since we're on the subject, I won't ask what troubles you. That's your business and we'll keep it that way. But I can tell when a person's fighting a losing battle against themselves. I know something that can help. Here, take this. It's already served me as well as it could. May do the same for you. We got a cloak of unbending will. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The Storyteller? Staunton strokes his beard and thought, a strange old fellow that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first I wanted him and his questions to as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. Hope he's alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too. If he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library here. I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. You sit there all day and night. What do people say about you? That I'm a traitor, as bad as a Rilu Vorlesh? That I'm a disgrace, even among the ranks of the condemned? That Queen Galfrey should never have spared me? That I belong on the gallows? Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know? Staunton gives you a long, morose look, then sighs. I'm the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in fortresses on the edge of the world wound instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the wound. The mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was tried, they wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight to undo the things that I had done, so that's how I lived, decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. The dwarf shrugs. As you can see, I have fixed nothing. I have earned no one's forgiveness. You can spit in my face too? Wouldn't surprise me. Yes. The dwarf casually wipes his face. He looks at you calmly as though nothing happened. So the whole city fell because of you. How's that possible? What do you mean, how? The knight glares at you from beneath his furrowed brow. If you don't trust the word of a condemned, go ask someone else like my brother Joran, and if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're going to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. You really don't have any friends? Couldn't have survived this long if I was completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the condemned console themselves by thinking, got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. Commander Tyrabade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier, not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear, and that's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. So many years in the condemned, surely you have paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the queen's hands. He falls silent for a moment, then in a trembling voice adds, the condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I've prayed to Torg for forgiveness. Countless times I've gone to his priests. Countless times I've knelt before his altar. If only the father of dwarven kind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I'm still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve redemption? Forget about Torg. You're rubbing your salt in the wound. The gods don't care about us. They don't deserve our prayers, let alone our suffering. I can't. An atheist can't understand how it feels when your god renounces you, just as one who's never loved can understand how it feels when your beloved betrays you. There to go. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Oh yeah, let's talk to Wenduag.
This way.
It might be a shorter than Lan's conversation, I don't know yet. Wenduag's tense stance reveals her constant vigilance. Her eyes are focused and resolute. Noticing you, she lets you speak first, bowing respectfully. Master, I'm at your service. I want to know more about you. The underground warrior looks flattered, raising her chin proudly. You can ask me anything, Master. What do you think of life on the surface? Wenduag scoffs arrogantly. Life among uplanders, you mean? Your customs are strange. The huntress casts a glance at you and corrects herself. I mean theirs, not yours, Master. You are strong and clever. But I look at the other uplanders and wonder. Have you seen how proud they are of their weakness? Look, my hands are so soft. I've never done anything with them my entire life because noble blood runs through my veins. What does it matter whose parents or someone's parents are? I'm the daughter of a former chief of the tribe, and so what? Is this what they respect and fear me for? Sol became the chief because he was old and experienced and smart. After him, I might become the chief because I'm strong and even smarter, but these weaklings wouldn't have lasted a day in our caves. Wenduag's eyes narrow warily. Everything is strange here. But it's alright, Master. We'll put things right, won't we? Tell me about your life in the caves. Life was better than an uplander might think. You're surrounded by rocks on all sides that's sturdy, dependable. When you hide in a crack, you know for sure you're safe, not like here. All this empty space around you. You always have to be on your guard in case an arrow flies from any direction and hits you. Life underground is calmer somehow. Sure, there's less food in the caves than here, but the amount of food the uplanders have, it's too much. Don't you see, Master? How many fat uplanders there are? Hey, that's calling me out here, damn. Why do they eat so much? Like cattle fattened up to make for tastier meat. We had only one fat person in our tribe, and that was Sol, and he was only fat because he was old. But up here, everything just seems fairer in the caves. When there isn't enough food for the weak, they die. The lazy die. The sick, in the head and the body, they die. Only the strong and skilled survived, and the blood becomes thicker, tougher. What happened between you and Lan? Wenduag shrugs disdainfully. He was a good hunter, but not too clever. Bit of an idiot, really. He was the strongest in the tribe after me, but that's why I kept him close. His heart is soft, unlike his body. The huntress smiles shamelessly. But then I met you, and I didn't need Lan anymore. Now I only want to hunt with you. I can tell you're proud of your strength. Wenduag throws her shoulders back proudly. Of course. Let everyone see who's standing before them. The weak must obey the strong if they don't want to be reminded of their place. Even when I was a snot-nosed little cave rat, I could bring neithers twice my age to heal because I fear nothing and no one, pain least of all. I was showered with praise and compliments. The best hunters of the other tribes wanted me, but what did that matter to me? The moment you start listening to flattery is the moment you get soft and you die. No, I always pushed myself further, challenging myself, taking myself to the very edge. Many times, I almost died, but I always came back stronger. I earned all my strength on my own, and if anyone didn't respect that, I'd just grab my knife. That's why I became the best hunter in the tribe. On the surface, your people are called mongrels, but I take it you don't like that term? Landris shrugs her shoulders. Let the Uplanders call us whatever they want. It doesn't matter. I know what they're trying to do by giving us that stupid nickname. They're asserting their status and superiority over us. But it's normal to try and dominate a stranger you just met. That is expected. When my kin conquer the lands on the surface, the people will call us by whatever name we choose. To be fair, there's only like a couple hundred of you, and there are millions of people in Golarion. It's not going to go as well as you think it will. Why do you serve me? Wenduag gives you a bland smile. Because you are winning, and I want to be with a winner. I don't like sharing food and fire with weaklings. I prefer people like you. And also because I like being close to you in a good way. I love life. I'm young and strong. It makes sense to eat, drink, screw, and kill enemies while you're still young. Not when you're 30,000 gongs old and shriveled up like Sol. As long as I'm your servant, I can have fun as I like and order around anyone I want. Who would dare to find me? No one. Her eyes drift half closed in smug satisfaction. Kill for me, and you'll get everything you've been dreaming of. Wenduag shoots you a feral grin. It's good we understand each other, Master. As we neither say, we hunt in the same cave. It's all clear to me now. Let's talk about you serving Hasilla. Uncertainty sparks in Wenduag's eyes, and she curls up her spider legs on her back closer to her body. Of course, Master, but now I only serve you. Has someone said something about me? What did you do for the demons? I brought my kin to their lair so they could join the demon army and accept the power given to them. I made my tribe stronger. Later, once we no longer needed the demons, my powerful kin would have fought for me. Hunter shoots you a grim and bloodthirsty grin. Aren't you ashamed of betraying your kin? Wenduag replies respectfully but defiantly. I know that Sol would have called me a traitor, but for one reason only. He grew old and cowardly. I accepted the same fate as my fellow tribesmen and ate the flesh too. and for many gongs I thrashed with fever, growling like an animal, lunging at anyone and everyone, my body burning from the inside, but I handled it because I was the strongest of them all. Oops. Not a single day I've regretted the power I gained, and that's why I'm not ashamed of sharing that power with my tribe. Why did you decide to switch allegiance? I was only serving the demons because they promised me power, and only for as long as they had something to offer me. Wenduag chuckles, revealing her sharp teeth, but Hasilla can't offer me anything now. She's dead, and I was never going to risk my life for her. You're a true leader, one worth following, the hunter says in a fawning tone. How can I trust you? Wenduag's voice gains a fervent edge. Why would I betray you, Master? You're the strongest. It would be stupid to defect to your enemies and die along with them. No, I'm not that dumb. You promised me an army of mongrels. Wenduag narrows her cat-like eyes, and I'll give you one, Master. But first we have to rebuff the attack on the city. Sulla has spent his entire life preparing for the underground crusaders' return to the surface, and he's not going to take any risks. He'll order the tribes to hide in the caves like rats, and he will decide whether they're strong enough to fight by our side with us. Maybe he'll decide that it's better to sit this one out and wait for another chance to come along. We have to fend off the demons, win a glorious victory, and show Sull that ours is not a lost cause. Then he'll give us his warriors. Then it'll be my job to turn them into real soldiers. That's it for now. I don't want... Actually, stop groveling. Wenduag shakes her head. I'm not groveling, I'm showing respect for your power. This is exactly how the weak should behave in the presence of the strong. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for talking to me, Master. Kyrieru time. A tall, athletic man greets you. His hair is prematurely gray and shorn close to his head in a military style. He's lean and well-groomed, and a monocle twinkles coldly in his eye. The bold set of his jaw and his large but agile frame attest that here is a man who is always ready to be on the move. Greetings, I'm Kyrieru, Venture Captain of the Pathfinder Society. I'm the superior officer among the Pathfinders in this region of Mendev. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now. Besides me, there are almost no Pathfinders here. Actually, I'm only stuck here because of an old feud with a demon worshipper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I've had to work alone without the support of the Society, but I've made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. If you need any good fighters for an honest cause, talk to me. Tell me about your confrontation with the Spinner of Nightmares. It all began with the task of the Pathfinder Society. I arrived in Nerosian with my team to investigate the sudden death of a famous crusader, Baron Valrun. We soon focused in on a small hospital for the wealthy, where Valrun was being treated shortly before his death. It turned out that a gang of Baphomet cultists, calling themselves the Labyrinth of Mind, had gotten a foothold at the hospital. They were obsessed with twisting the minds of their victims and targeted fragile people too weak to resist. The hospital is filled with perfect victims, isolated for weeks from the outside world and completely helpless. And when they returned, they were different, almost normal. But the moment they heard a certain phrase, something dark awoke in their mind, and they transformed into servants of Baphomet, ready to lie, betray, and even kill. The Labyrinth of Mind was preparing to infiltrate all the elite circles in Mendev, but Baron Valrun stopped them. He was too loyal to his oath, too resistant to their spells. He fought for his freedom until the strain broke his heart. We opened and cleaned the city of Baphomet's pit of vipers. Their den was a cradle of sin and filth. They cast spells on each other, and their loathsome fantasies stepped real from their minds into the world. They dreamt of horrible and forbidden things, and they fought like mad. We burned the place to the ground and slaughtered everyone we could, but the leaders of the cult were able to flee, and they were set upon revenge. They abducted my daughter Luri, who served under my command in the Pathfinder Society. They left me a note full of tart insults, mockery, and sneers. From that note, I learned the name of my enemy, the Spinner of Nightmares. A few months later, I confirmed that she was the leader of the Labyrinth of Mind. My hunt had begun. I would get Luri back at any cost. Kyrieru grits his teeth with a bulldog determination. Tell me more about you. What exactly you're interested in? I'm a common Pathfinder. There are many others like me. Fate and my orders brought me to this land. I didn't appear. I was working on an assignment for the Pathfinder Society, and then a demon worshipper named the Spinner of Nightmares abducted my daughter Luri. For the past 3 years, I've been trying to save her. During this time, I've become a specialist in scouting demon territory. I've even planted agents among the cultists. Truth be told, in pursuing the Spinner of Nightmares, I'm acting more on behalf of Queen Galfrey than the Pathfinder Society. It's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you the rest of it sometime. The Spinner of Nightmares is a true spawn of the Abyss. I fought her many times, but never been able to seize her by the throat. Tell me about your daughter. Kyrieru smiles, showing his healthy white teeth. As a girl, Luri was just an angel. We lost her mother early on. She was left to follow my example, a drifter with little idea of how to talk to a 10-year-old girl. But even with such questionable parenting, Luri managed to grow into a wonderful girl. Brave, smart, beautiful, and entirely unbearable. She always argued with me about everything. When Luri was 18 and told me she was going to be a Pathfinder, all I said was, alright. I knew there was no use to try and talk her out of it, and she was a fine Pathfinder. Kyrieu's fists clench with a painful sounding crack. I'll never forgive the Spinner of Nightmares for taking my girl from me. Tell me about the Society. The Pathfinder Society is a global organization that unites opportunists and adventurers of all kinds. We explore the world and uncover its secrets, travel, and sometimes face down threats. In times of trouble, the latter becomes our primary focus. We're driven by curiosity and the desire to make the world a better place. And of course, some seek profit or hunger for glory. But in any case, it's hard work. They might send you anywhere on a mission. Weaklings have little place in this society. It's more for seasoned fighters. There are society lodges in many cities. The closest one is in Nerosian. They're each led by venture captains like me. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom, the center of the world. The Decemvirate sits there, the anonymous council of our leaders. Got no more questions. Gotta go. Good luck, watch your back. Only trust your closest friends. The enemy is cunning and treacherous. Let's talk to Camellia. Camellia looks you over pensively, toying with the snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. Seems for a moment that the girl wants to see something else, but the pause grows too long and she slips back into cautious silence. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? Camellia arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of this tormented land and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Where'd you learn to wield a rapier so well? I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I'm the most diligent student. Camellia licks her parched lips. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where'd you get it? Ah, my little trinket. So nice of you to notice, but I assure you this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me and I must respond. Please excuse me. She turns away and watches us out of the corner of her eye. Your speech tells me you're of noble birth. Camellia laughs her practiced musical laugh as she watches you from under her lowered lashes. You're most insightful, a fine quality to have. Camellia's laughter ends and the unspoken words hang in the silence. Forgive me if my questions disturb you. I couldn't resist such a noble and beautiful lady. I'll stop bothering you immediately if talking to me upsets you. Not at all. Our conversation is an exquisite delight. She affords us a brief friendly smile and appreciation of your manners. I won't keep ya. We're gonna talk to Horgus Worm quickly because I want my reward. Here, take this. It's 2,000 coins. Take your payment and remember that Horgus Worm always keeps his word. He helped me get back to the surface and I duly paid you for escorting me. Now speaking of our future cooperation, Horgus looks at you with unvarnished disapproval. His arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. What kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins, Horgus replies without hesitation. Double the reward, I'll think about it. Okay, we're going to come back to this. I'm going to just quick load that. We're going to race back to where that point is, and we're going to try and get a better reward, because we need the money. In this particular character, I'm just going to pause the video, and then I'll get back to where we were with Corey. We need the money really badly, because we want to buy a +3 longsword as soon as possible. It's really important, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back here. We've quick saved. Let's talk to him again. We got 2,000 gold. What kind of reward are we talking about again? 1,000 gold coins. Double it and I'll think about it. Nope, no luck. Alright, let's try again. Oops, clicked off the screen by accident. Yeah, I just didn't realize. Oh wait, hang on. Let's go back. He offers to double it even though we didn't pass our diplomacy check. We'll do the diplomacy check one more time, and if it doesn't work, we'll go through the conversation. Okay. Huh, yeah, right. For that kind of money, I could hire Queen Galfrey herself to guard me. 1,000 is my final offer. Not interested. Rejecting such a lucrative proposal might be highly imprudent, if not outright ridiculous. Please at least hear me out. You shall be my bodyguard, you see? I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabris. I still have... well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building. A large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw demons. Only Abadar knows what happened there since. Therefore, I'd ask you to meet me in my mansion and guard me until I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they had no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Also, please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl far more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. Not interested. Horgus bores into you with his inquisitive eyes. Why do you refuse? You don't need the money. Perhaps it's not enough? Fine, I'll double the amount. Deal. Marvelous. Most excellent. Horgus' face relaxes, smoothing a few of the tense lines. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry unless you want me to lower your reward. There we go. So we did get the double money. That is the important part. And we do need to bring Camellia with us, so that is a thing. And we're going to end our video here. In the next video, we'll continue on with our talking to people. We still have to pick up, oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. The thief. Tiefling thief in the basement. Wolfric? No, that doesn't sound right. Woljik? Woljik. Something like that. Anyways. We have to go pick him up, and we also have a few more people to talk to. We have...
This way!
Jurnog over here. I don't think I've ever talked to Forn Autumn Haze, or even noticed that he or she existed until this point. Anyways, we'll talk to some people, we'll figure everything out, and then we'll head out with a group and see what we can do to save part of the city. But for now, though, I'm going to leave you guys here. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.